Welcome back to the World Trade Webcast. I'm Greg Sandler, president of ThinkGlobal.com, the B2B marketplace for global trade leads. This week on the World Trade Webcast, we're focusing on the digital marketer 10 new skills you must learn to stay relevant and customer-centric. And we're back today with authors Larry Weber and Lisa Leslie Henderson to finalize our discussion about their book. Larry, Lisa, we've had some good discussions this week, and thanks for joining us here for the final segment.
Thanks.
Yep, good to be here.
So the subtitle of the book is 10 New Skills You Must Learn to Stay Relevant and Customer-Centric. So let's talk about those skills and what they mean for the average business.
Well, I think we'll just do kind of a lightning round going back and forth here on the different skills. One of the first ones we talk about is designing valuable customer experiences, and we've talked about that earlier in the week. Customer experience is really the basis upon which companies will compete going forward unless they want to compete exclusively on the basis of price. And there's a lot of room for companies to improve in this area. Forrester's most recent surveys show that only 8% of customers think companies are doing a good job at this. So there's room to grow. This is a role for everyone within a company, people who are at touch points with customers, designing them or collecting information for them or data to inform them, as well as all the back offices that support each one of those touch points, the lawyers that create environments that make it possible to experiment, and the C-suite that creates metrics and incentive structures to make it possible for us to design and create and test customer experiences. So it's everybody's job.
And next, don't get drowned out by big data and analytics. They're obviously growing and very critical, but think about the insights that come out of that. And that's going to be your second skill that you truly have to master.
The third skill is really learning to think like an entrepreneur. And there's a gazillion ways entrepreneurs think that we can learn from them. But perhaps the strongest, most salient one is think agilely and think test. Learn by doing. As quickly as possible, put your idea in the marketplace and test it, whether it's copy or a product, and see what the market says. Replace speculation with reality.
And number 4, content is king. It truly is. Whether it's you, the company, creating content, or your customers creating the content. But it better be relevant. And you can get that from the input you get from the analytics that you're studying, which is the most engaging content, and how do they like to consume it.
Our fifth one is engage with social communities, which isn't new news, but perhaps the real key takeaways are there are more than just 5 big social networks and communities. There's many communities out there that are organized around your specific interest, whatever that is that your organization or company does. Find them, figure out where your people are, and go to them. Also, find out where your competitors' people are and go and listen. The other big piece, examine public and private social spaces. A lot of things are different in them. A community space found that in many private social spaces, company-owned spaces, that's really where people collaborate with their brands. And in public spaces, they often want to just go and listen. So figure out what it is you're trying to accomplish and pick the most appropriate social communities for that goal.
And number 6 is really probably one of the most important chapters in the book. So I'll leave you all to read it. But it's the integration of paid, earned, and owned media. Pay attention to that. It's how that's going to be integrated. Lisa?
The 7th is drive sales with intelligent customer engagement platforms. What that means is to be able to deliver many of the types of communication we've discussed is virtually impossible without software and smart software. Right now, a lot of us use many different discrete systems, but that won't cut it because you have to have a complete integrated profile to be able to really understand everything your customers do and create predictive experiences. So get familiar with the various types of options that are out there and figure out what your customer really wants and needs from you and what software will meet that, because they're very different.
And number 8, understand digital loyalty and couponing. If I was a young kid getting started in marketing, I would really analyze digital loyalty. It's going to be extremely important in the future. Number 9, Lisa?
The 9th is take charge of your marketing skill set and your career. It's really a time when Not everybody knows what's going on, and you need to be the one who's taking charge of determining what are the skills, experiences, and exposure you need to be successful. It's a key time to think about what your values and interests and abilities are, to create a digital presence for yourself, to really build your digital network and your information flow so that you are exposed to the kinds of ideas that will keep you cutting edge. And also putting yourself in spaces where you can learn that are atypically, such as, well, travel, spend time with entrepreneurs who are already disruptive agents, be around creative people, help yourself be able to think agilely and differently so that it feels more comfortable in today's marketplace.
And lastly, get out of the toolbox finally and go back up 30,000 feet. And remember that the customer is at the center of everything, and that everything we do, from use of software to content creation to any kind of engagement strategies, it's all around your customer.
Excellent recap of the book, and for all of you watching, it's time to remember that it's the 21st century, folks, and it's time to rethink your marketing strategies. So we've spent the week talking with digital marketing guru Larry Weber and business writer and consultant Lisa Leslie Henderson about their book, The Digital Marketer. More information about The Digital Marketer can be found online, and it can be ordered on Amazon as well as from your local bookstore. In the meantime, please join us on Monday for the World Trade Webcast. And for our latest schedule of upcoming Think Global Webcast episodes, subscribe to us with any of the links below and bookmark this page. All of our previous episodes can be found right here at thinkglobal.com/webcast. And thanks for watching.